Hi, I'm Erin, and I have crappy self-esteem. I have realized a few things over the past several months as we have been in quarantine and been social distancing and been stuck at home for a while. And the thing about being stuck at home is that I've realized that I don't really like myself very much. There are things I like about myself, but there are also a lot of things that I want to work on and I want to change. I won't get into all the nitty-gritty details of what's wrong with me, but I know that low self-esteem is a huge part of it. So I was trying to figure out what I could do to improve my self-esteem. So the first thing that I did was I bought this book, and I can show this to you in a little bit more depth as well. I have realized that I have trouble asking for help from people. I have trouble forming meaningful relationships with people. And when I do have relationships, I want to run away from them. Or I don't give much of myself. I find it really hard to be vulnerable, and making this video is super vulnerable for me, but I thought videos might be a good way for me to start getting to know myself and sharing that with other people. So I want to learn to be more vulnerable. I want to open myself up to people. I want to have meaningful relationships. And I think all of that for me starts with building my self-esteem. Another thing that I have learned in this quarantine is that I'm kind of a leaf in the wind kind of person. That's not like a clinical term, but I have been watching a YouTube channel called Psychology in Seattle with Dr. Kirk Honda, and he's been going over the 90-Day Fiancé cast members, and he's talked about people who have this personality of leaf in the wind. So these people tend to have really low self-esteem, like me, right? And so they don't trust themselves, so instead they just defer to the opinions and ideas of everyone else around them. I'm a leaf in the wind kind of person, and that's because I don't really have an idea of who I am, because I've shut myself off from my emotions and from who I am for so long. So I'm kind of scaling my life back a little bit. I'm still going to school, I'm still working, but I'm taking some time to work on myself, to get to know myself, and that's really what this YouTube channel is going to be about. I had a terrifying realization in the middle of the pandemic that I feel like I don't even know what I like anymore. And I wondered, like, do I even have a personality, right? Like, am I even a person? And I don't think I'm alone in feeling this way. I think sometimes it's really easy to shut yourself off from your emotions, from your relationships, and just from everything you feel like can hurt you. So that's why I started this YouTube channel. This channel is called Erin Tries Everything. That's because I want to get outside my comfort zone and try some different things, and I want to share them with you so that I can hopefully be accountable. So I actually keep doing them. But also, since I don't think I'm the only person who feels this way, who just feels like maybe you've lost yourself, or you feel like you don't have very good self-esteem, I want to go on this journey so that you can maybe come with me and hopefully improve your own self-esteem, and we can help each other rise in this. Hey, so just another thing I wanted to make sure to mention is I hope that no one is worried about me or thinks that what I'm doing is like a bad sign or a sign that things are going wrong with me. That's not the case. I have struggled with like depression and stuff in the past, but I feel like this is different. I'm actually doing really well in quarantine. I've started working out and eating better. I've lost like 34 pounds so far since quarantine started, so I'm actually doing really well. And rather than this channel and the experiments and things I'm doing, rather than those being something bad, I think that it's a good sign that I'm growing and getting to know myself more. So I don't want any of you to worry about me. I think this is actually going to be really, really good for me. So I'm excited for this, and I hope you're excited as well, and that you will consider subscribing to my channel so you can stay updated on what I'm doing and how my journey is coming along. I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Well, everybody, I just wanted to give a quick update on the book that I'm reading to kind of get me started on this boosting my self-esteem journey, just in case you're interested or are looking for something for yourself. So let me show this to you. So here's the book. It's Self-Esteem, 4th edition. From what I've read so far, which isn't too much, I'm only about 1 chapter into it, I think. But from what I've read so far, I think this is really going to help me. It does a really good job at kind of defining a lot of my own thoughts and insecurities and, you know, the critical voice inside my head. So if you are looking for something to help you with that, I think this will be a good resource. It's got me doing a couple exercises, so it's not a super quick read, but I think that's okay since this isn't a problem that can really be solved quickly. In fact, there was a quote that I really liked from the 1st chapter. I just looked, I'm actually on the 2nd chapter. That's where the exercises and everything starts. But there was a quote that I really liked, so I wanted to share. He says, "It takes time to tear self-esteem down, and it takes time to build it up." So, you know, getting low self-esteem doesn't just happen overnight. A lot of the time, it's something that has happened to us in childhood that still affects us today, or not even necessarily childhood, just, you know, our daily thoughts over years and years and years that have just worn us down so much that we can't expect to get better overnight, but I think we can start to see improvements, and that's what I'm hoping for, why I'm doing this, and I hope that it can help you guys too. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.